Hi guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I'll be making some seasoned baked beans and fried plantain. I have my plantain here. It's not that light, but it's not that dark either. If it was darker, it would be much more sweeter, but also softer. If it was lighter, it would be much more harder, but less sweet. So I cut my ends off and I slice it down the middle. By doing this, this is how you remove the skin. If you find it a bit tricky, just push your finger deep down and lift. The skin will come off much more easier that way. Once you've removed the skin, I like to cut my plantain into 3 chunks like that. Then I cut it downwards. You can get maybe 3 or 4 slices by cutting it this way. That's how thick I like my slices there. Once they're done, I add them into my frying pan. Please make sure that your oil is hot. You want your plantain to sizzle like mine in the video there. You also want to keep your fire on medium, not too high, as the plantain will burn. I continue cutting the rest of my plantain and add it to my frying pan. I've just fast forwarded this video here for you guys. In the beginning, I cut the top and the bottom of my plantain. As you can see there, there's still some plantain remaining. So I add that to the frying pan and let it cook with the others. They're quite small, but they are edible and as good as the other pieces. Everybody's different. Some people like their plantain to be dark. Some people like their plantain to be medium brown. Some people like their plantain to be light, like it is in the video right now. So what I'm doing, I'm flipping them. They have to be cooked on both sides. So this is quite light, as I said before, but I like my plantain to be a bit more darker than this. So as I flip it on the first side, I let it cook for around 1 minute and flip again. Okay, so this is the result of me flipping them. They've gone much more golden brown. This is how I love my plantain, and this is the best time to take it out if you like them golden brown. I don't like them to be too dark because they have a burnt taste to them, and I just don't really enjoy that. So as you can see there, guys, I'm just taking it out the pan and transferring them onto my plate. I usually have some kitchen towels on my plate so the oil can be soaked onto that, but I forgot to do that for the video, sorry. But usually I do that so the oil comes off the plantain. There you go, guys. That's how you make easy fried plantain. Now it's time to make the seasoned baked beans. So I'm using Branston baked beans. I love these beans. I prefer them over Heinz baked beans. I'll also be using some Dunn's River all-purpose seasoning, jerk seasoning and dry thyme. Dunn's River is actually distributed by Grace Foods in the UK. I also add some barbecue sauce and tomato ketchup to my baked beans. I'll also be adding some white onion. You can use red if you have that. Some sweet peppers. I'm using red and yellow. I'll add some tomatoes, garlic. I love loads of garlic in there. I'm using 3 bulbs and some spring onion plus some coarse black pepper. Once I've finished cutting them up, I get a frying pan, add some grapeseed oil, make sure that the oil is hot, and I add the vegetables into the frying pan and saute them for around 3 minutes. I don't like my onions to be too soft, but I like them to have a bit of a crunch as well as my sweet peppers. Even though I'm going to season the baked beans, I also like to season my vegetables. So I'm adding some coarse black pepper, some sea salt. I also like to add a bit of the all-purpose seasoning, just a little bit, not even half a teaspoon. This gives the vegetables a lovely taste. Once that's done and I give it a little mix, this is when I add my baked beans. So I've just fast forwarded the video here. I'm just adding the baked beans in, making sure that it's all out of the tin and giving it all a nice mix. Once I've finished mixing, I like to add some boiling hot water into my baked beans tin. I don't like my baked beans to be on the dry side. I like to have a sauce, so adding the water gives it more of a sauce than what you get in the actual tin. Once I've done mixing it for a bit, this is when I like to add the rest of my seasonings in there. So first I'm going to add some more of the all-purpose seasoning. I use around half a teaspoon, not that much as you can see. I then like to add some jerk seasoning. This gives it a really nice flavour. I didn't have much left as you can see, but I just used all of it. If I did have more, I would use around 1 teaspoon. Next I add some dried thyme. This is around half a teaspoon. Thyme gives it a really nice flavour as well. I then add my favourite thing, coarse ground black pepper. You can use as much as you want if you like it to be a bit more hot. Shake, 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 shake. With all the shaking that I did, I think I used around 1 teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper. After I've added my pepper, I then add my classic barbecue sauce. This is the HP brand. This is a really, really nice barbecue sauce. I then add my Heinz tomato ketchup. The barbecue sauce and ketchup mixed together is just amazing. After that, I get some more of my hot water and add it into the pan. Once that's all in, I get my lid and cover and let it cook for around 2 minutes. After those 2 minutes, I lift up my lid and I can see that it's looking good. I wanted to cook out a bit more. It is a bit still wet for me. If you like a lot of sauce with your baked beans, you can just end it here and serve it as it is. But I want my sauce to be a bit more thicker, so I'm happy with it here. As you can see, I took off my lid and that's great for me. It's a good amount of sauce, but also a good amount of beans to sauce ratio, if that makes sense. So I'm going to plate it on to my plate with my sausages, my plantain, mushrooms, and crackers. You might be thinking, why is she going to be eating her breakfast with crackers? I like crackers. I like it with butter. Sometimes I don't want to have bread. It can be a bit too carby. So having 3 or 4 crackers is not going to, hurt anybody. And I enjoy it. There you go, guys. So here's my finished plate of easy fried plantain and seasoned baked beans. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe and thank you for watching. And remember to like and subscribe. Take care. Bye.